Thank you for joining me today. My name is David. I'm a life coach and I help people recover and heal from trauma. I have a weekly question and answer video that I do every single Monday where I answer people's questions. And lately I've been saving questions or a question out of it to make a separate video. It seems like every question I got this week was about or I was suggesting professional help for people. Every single question. So definitely this week I'm going to make a video about this. Amelia from the Pacific Northwest sparked me to, or helped me, pushed me to make a video about this today. And so I want to read her question. Amelia writes very well. Seems like a very good person and concerned for her emotional well-being, which I admire and respect very much. And I want to help people with this. I have experienced years and years and years of trauma, and I believe that I had what was called complex post-traumatic stress disorder for years, and I totally healed myself. And I'm not going to try to say that what I did will work for everybody else with similar problems, but I will say that I completely support some kind of talk therapy. I believe it can help everyone in the world, no matter who you are or what your problems are. And especially with trauma, especially if this is emotional trauma with relationships. Most of this stuff, most of my victims, if not all, their problems stem from almost the day they were born. They were neglected. And childhood neglect, until we heal from it, means that we take over and neglect ourselves. And I want to explain this, and I'm going to try and keep this short. I want to go over some things to help you guys understand some of the benefits of finding professional help with another person and talking to them. Let me read Amelia's question first, please. Amelia says, thank you for all your videos, David. Well, you're welcome. Thank you. You've been tremendously helpful to me throughout my recovery. I recently left my abusive ex about 4 months ago, and I've been seeking a therapist since. I've called 30-plus therapists in my area, and they're not accepting new patients, or they don't have appointments that work with my work schedule. My question is, what should my next move be? I have been diagnosed with PTSD, and I feel like I need extra support right now, but it doesn't look like I'm going to find a therapist anytime soon. How can I get the support I need to heal and move on from my abusive relationship? Also, I don't have any friends, and my family doesn't understand what I've been through. I meditate, pray, eat healthy, journal, and exercise, but it's not enough. Thank you so much for your videos, and I hope you see my question. And thank you very much, Amelia. You sound like a very nice, sweet person, and I really respect you for taking care of yourself, trying to heal from this stuff. Now, you've contacted 30-plus therapists in your area, and they either are not taking new clients, or the ones that are will not work with your schedule. I understand that because most therapists, in-office therapists, are open during business hours only, and most people work during business hours only. I can't totally answer your question perfectly, Amelia, because if you've already called every therapist in your area, what can I tell you? All I can tell you, Amelia, is don't give up, okay? Please don't give up. Please keep trying. I'm even willing to try to help you if you like. I think I said that in my question and answer video yesterday. Feel free. Contact me. I'll help you find a counselor. What I'm going to tell you, though, Amelia, is before I go into the benefits of it, because you even if you don't understand the benefits, you're seeking it. So I get that. So I'm not trying to not answer your question. To answer your question, Amelia, all I'm going to tell you is don't give up. Keep trying. I'm going to tell you that I value this organ in my head more than my job. So I'm going to go get another job if I have to. I'm going to ask for 1 hour off a week. Something like that. Just at least 1 hour a week to talk to someone 1 hour a week. Or I'm going to go find somebody maybe online. How do you feel about talking to someone video? That's almost all my clientele. Since I'm on YouTube and I advertise on YouTube, I've got clientele all over the world, from Africa to South America, Europe, Canada to Australia. I do. And I make it work. And they all make it work. We make it work together. I'm not trying to put extra pressure on you, Amelia. Like I said, I respect you very much for trying to get the help you need. But if you can't find it, all I can tell you is try harder. And I'm not saying you're not trying really hard. Try harder, okay? There are people, professionals, that can help you all over the world. I know if you're stuck on therapists, only therapists, I know a really good therapist that can talk to you. I'm sure during an hour that you have available. They're in a different country. She's great. Contact me if you like one. She's taking new clients. She can help you, I'm sure, during the hours you need, and she's a licensed therapist. That being said, good luck, Amelia. I'm sorry I can't give you better advice. Except find a way to make it work in your schedule by either getting a new job, talk to your boss, let them know you've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Most people understand it a little bit and understand you need help with that it's a disorder you need help with, okay? Most bosses will somewhat work with that. I mean, 1 hour a week even. 2 hours? Try harder, Amelia, okay? And consider online, and if you like my recommendation to a therapist that can probably talk to you, contact me. What I want to get into here is this sparked what I want to talk about. And I hope this will even help you, Amelia. I hope that this will help you see even more benefits than you already understand. And I like that. I mean, you've done everything else, from exercise to you meditate. That is awesome. And pray, and you eat healthy, and you journal and exercise. I remember this. I did this for several years. And when I had CPTSD, it wasn't enough. Just like you, I have to talk to somebody. You have to. You have to. I'm going to go over some of the benefits, and I'm going to be quick. I know I've taken up already a bunch of time. So I'm going to be kind of quick, and I hope that you guys listen. These are the benefits. Some. Just some. There's going to be so many more, and I encourage you guys to go down and talk and tell some more benefits. If you guys have never had any kind of talk therapy at all, then you don't know what you're missing, okay? If you haven't had successful talk therapy, you also don't know what you're missing, okay? So let me get through these real quick. We all need help sometimes in our life, period. This especially. People have caused this. People can heal it. I'm telling you. Don't try to do this by yourself. It can be more psychologically damaging, and I'll tell you why. Childhood neglect equals adult neglect. Emotional neglect as a child means adult neglect, and that's why you're in relationships with people who neglect your needs. We didn't get enough love in childhood, and now we're dating people that don't love us enough either. Okay? Talking. You hear yourself talk. Very important. That's why I tell you guys to talk out loud, at least by yourselves. You hear yourself talk, and it's incredible. You start having compassion for yourself. You start accepting yourself more by just hearing your talk, and someone like me listens to you and accepts you. You can even answer your own questions this way, which initiates growth faster than somebody just telling you, like me. I do something, I'm not a therapist, I do something called a therapist pause sometimes. Someone asks me a question or talk and leave it in a question, and if I just wait long enough, they come up with the answer, usually themselves. It's great. Connection, emotional connection. Maybe the first time you ever do it in your life is finally when you pay someone to do it for you because your parents neglected you, which means they didn't emotionally connect with you. And I'm willing to show everybody what that means. If you've married or dated narcissists, then you probably didn't emotionally connect with your parents, emotionally. And if you didn't do it, you wouldn't understand what it is. So you guys, if you didn't do it, you're going to say, yeah, I did. And you may not have. That's common. Validation. Validate what you've been through. Validate your feelings. Validate who you are. Attention. Another emotional need. I'm giving you emotional attention. Child neglect means you didn't get the emotional attention. Now you may finally be able to get it. Paying for it can be some of the best way. I'm serious. Because all the attention is on you, and you don't have to feel responsible or worry about reciprocation and the other person. I don't talk about myself when I'm with clients. You don't have to sit there and worry how I'm feeling and how I'm doing and share half the conversation. It's just all about you, which you probably never had. You start learning responsibility. I hold my clients responsible for their actions, their behaviors, their choices. And a ton of us, it's just a human thing that we aren't aware of a lot of our choices. We aren't aware of our behaviors sometimes. The best owner of a company or someone that runs a huge corporation or company, right? What do? Everybody that works for them just agrees with them all the time, and they never even know if they're doing something wrong. The best owner will hire somebody just to call them out on their BS. When you talk to people, it helps your brain work more efficiently. It helps, and when I say that, I mean it helps with memory, focus. These are all problems you guys have from trauma. Talking to people helps this. You trying to talk about this to your family and your friends makes it worse. They don't understand. They can't help you. It stresses them out, and it stresses you out. And you think that they don't care, or they don't understand you, and you feel more alone. It helps you learn more in life just talking to people. It helps you understand more in life just by talking to people. Understanding alleviates shame and guilt. It helps you achieve your goals by focusing on them. We say we want to do things and we store it back in our head and forget about it. We don't realize that the choices we're making aren't helping us achieve our goals. And we need somebody to point that out to us. It relieves stress. Number one killer in the world. It relieves stress, guys. It might be the healthiest thing you could ever do, is talk to people. It alleviates anxiety and depression. It fosters self-reliance and self-esteem. It's emotional support, and it might be the first time you've ever had it in your life. We don't have confidence right now, and that's because we're not born with it, and our parents didn't give us enough courage to try at things to gain confidence. That might be a lot to swallow, but talking gives you courage. Gives you courage to try to do things for yourself. Talking offers emotional security. Might be the first time in your life. Another emotional need. You can hire someone to help you supply your emotional needs and teach you how to meet them yourself. Emotional needs are taught. It's learned how we meet our needs. A lot of physical needs are instinctual. They're instinctive. We know not to drink still water. We know to get out of the rain, things like this. There's a lot of things we understand that we don't even need to be taught. So why are our parents focusing just on those things? Emotional needs we don't know how to give ourselves. And if our parents don't focus on these things and do them for us, we never learn. And we don't even know what we're missing. It helps us with less doubt. How many of us need help with that? It raises your self-worth. Why? Because besides finding the help, which raises your self-worth, paying with your hard-earned money, which raises your self-worth, and it's true, people that pay for help heal faster than people that don't. Keeping appointments raises your self-worth. You're saying, I'm worth this. Implementing action, doing what your professional tells you to do, raises your self-worth. Shame lowered your self-worth. Shame made you date people that don't love you, that abuse you, and makes you stay in relationships with people that hurt you. And we need to tell people. We need to tell people this stuff. Shame is a secret. Shame will kill you. And shame feels alone. That's why we feel alone, because we keep things private. We learn through talking to a professional, we learn more about ourselves. You guys think you need to learn about yourself by being by yourself. You can learn about yourself through other people. It may be the first time in your life you ever start learning emotional language. Literally start talking about your emotions and understanding even what they are. So many of my clients don't even know what emotions are. Don't even know what feelings are. Don't know what processing emotions are. Don't even know how they feel. Don't even know that they're anxious. Don't even know that they're depressed. First time for emotional language, and we have to know how to speak this. We have to change our thought patterns. Doing that by yourself, good luck. We need to sharpen our cognitive skills, and that is very difficult to do by yourself. We need to, in the very end, learn how to meet our own emotional needs. Period. Some of the things we can benefit, and then I'm done. I'm just going to read some of the benefits from talk therapy after you're done. You have success in your relationships. Maybe the first time that you have emotional security, emotional autonomy, privacy, respect, connection, friendship, intimacy. First time in your life, you might find meaning and purpose, confidence to achieve things, goals, alleviate anxiety and depression, and success in all areas of your life, because our brain compartmentalizes our life. And let's just take like work and personal life. I like to talk about those a lot. And even though they're totally separate, you have a separate part of your brain that does emotional life, separate part of your brain that does work life. That's why when you go to work, your emotional life is on back burner, and that's why people become workaholics. What I'm trying to tell you is you can't ignore your emotional life for very long. Eventually it breaks down, and just like an engine that needs all parts to work properly, eventually the whole motor breaks down. Your whole life, it seeps into your work life, and it's a big, big problem. And that's when people come to me. They come to me too late. It's never too late, but they wait till they lose almost everything in their life. And it's much, much harder to pick up the pieces. Now, life is about mistakes, guys. Okay? I encourage people to make mistakes all the time. It's the best way to learn. But making the same mistakes damages this. It damages who we are. Over and over, same mistakes. We can't do it. And this is one that we cannot keep making. We cannot keep allowing people into our lives that abuse us. We can't keep being re-traumatized by the same traumas in life over and over again. So damaging. So if you can't do it yourself, ask for help. Find somebody to help you, okay? All of you are worth it. Life is so hard. Life is so hard, and I don't judge anybody for the things they do to get through life anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. I totally understand people that have addictions. I understand people that self-harm. I understand people that isolate. I understand it. I've been there, and I've done it, and I don't judge. But that's not what life is about. There's a whole other life out there waiting for you. And you were meant to be, all of you are meant to be beautiful, beautiful people. And until you are, life will not be beautiful. Okay? Like the first thing I said is that we all need help sometimes in our life. Okay? Show your worth by getting it if you need it, okay? And we all need help. Okay? Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. Please ask me any questions you have. I'll answer all of you. Thank you. Bye.